If this is your first time watching, I'm James Simpson, your high performance coach and CEO of Go Beyond Great. And on today's episode, we're talking about whether you're a visionary or a daydreamer. So let's talk a little bit about this. The first point I want to make is, what is a visionary? Well, no matter what your belief system is, you understand hopefully, the importance of vision. And if you don't, imagine for a second, you're moving, let's just say in a car, you're driving. Close your eyes and tell me what happens. More than likely, more often than not, there's no one guiding you, there's no one directing you. In a matter of seconds, you're gonna find yourself veering off the road or having a collision, running into something. Vision is extremely important. Now, I'm not talking about the utilization of your eyes. That's a metaphor there. I'm talking about the creativity of what goes on up here. Because this can happen for someone that cannot see physically with their, if you could, my grandfather lost his vision at an early age, and he could still envision things that were going on. So go with me in the fact of envisioning something, not what you see with your natural eye, but what you can create in your brain. Because what happens here is once we have something created in our brain, once it takes root in our actual mind, in our thought process, then we can begin to paint that picture in life. So the first thing I need you to do is I need you to take a moment and I need you to start thinking and creating what it is you desire, what this business looks like, what your life looks like up here. What are your truest desires, okay? And I need you to take risk. I don't want you to just think of something simple, think of something easy. I want you to think of what this looks like. That's step one. Now, that's what a visionary is. That's what a visionary does. It's someone that says, you know what? I'm going to create something up here first, and it's going to involve some risk taking. It's going to involve your deepest true desires. It's going to involve a plan, and it's going to involve, above all else, action. Okay, it's got to be actionable. Now, let's talk about the difference. That's the visionary. Let's talk about a daydreamer. So a daydreamer is going to think about this. They're going to think about it for a second, all right? I don't know if you ever had a daydream, but you think about it. It's like you're sitting there, you're kind of just almost like dozing off, but you're awake, and you're just like, you're in outer space, and it's just like, oh, man, this is beautiful. It's pretty. It's kind of like, it looks good when I tell other people, hey, tell me about your business. And you tell me the glitz, the glamour, but it's extremely comfortable. It's safe, okay? And here's the thing, it's not actionable. It's not tied to a plan, and it's not tied to desire, and it's not tied to actually getting work done. So when you're daydreaming, you're missing some components here. First of all, you're in your comfort zone. It's extremely safe. Remember when I said when you think of something and you're envisioning something, there's a risk involved. Why? Because it's a driver. It's like, wait a second, I got to do something. Because if there's no risk involved, if there's no risk, there's no reward. I've got to actually take some real serious action steps to make this happen. Then after that, after the fact that we're in our comfort zone, and we're not taking risks, then comes the fact that there's very little work to do. What do you have to complete? What do you have to check off? What do you have to execute on? So I need you to go, okay, wait a second. Not only does this thing have to be big enough that it makes me feel a little uncomfortable and a little nervous, and it requires risk, but he's telling me I've got to actually do some work. Yes, you have to complete some work. And in order to do that, you got to dig deep. The other thing is daydreamers, they don't have a deep, they're not going deep. It's surface level. When you go deep and create that vision, you're going deep into your heart. You're saying, wait a second, what is it that I truly want? Not what sounds good on paper to other people. What do I honestly want? And the third thing that I want you to do is I want you to then prioritize. See, what I've realized a lot of entrepreneurs is they lack priorities. So when you lack priorities, you're also going to usually lack boundaries, because you take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but you don't stop. You got a list of things to do. And you're going to do the busy things first, the things that are fun, the things that you enjoy, the things that you're good at. You're not doing the hard things. You're not doing the things that are going to move that vision, shift that vision. You're not doing the things that you have to execute at a high level. You have to create this vision, then you have to prioritize it by saying, these are my priorities. When you do that, then your vision becomes priority. And I say that because all of a sudden, you'll get a phone call one day. Hey, you want to hang out? You want to do this? You want to do this? And because I have a clear list of things inside my vision that matter, I keep that vision at the forefront, at the helm of my life. And then I look and tell people, hey, not going to make that, not going to make that. It is important to me, and I'm going to send a gift or whatever it is, but my vision is more important right now in this season. So you have to learn to prioritize your vision. So just those things, quick recap, I want you to focus on what it takes to be a true visionary, and that takes forming a big thought up here that requires you taking some risks and getting things done. Second, I want you to remember what is the difference between a visionary and a daydreamer. Honestly, is the fact that, hey, I'm just thinking about this thing, and I'm really thinking about it and sharing it with other people because it seems fun, it's safe, I'm inside my comfort zone. And thirdly, once you do create that real serious big picture thought that's a little risky, that actually scares you just a little bit, then you're going to start to prioritize it above all else. It means whatever people are calling you about, asking you about, trying to distract you, you're going to say, listen, that's good, but not right now because my vision needs me. Guys, if you like this, do me a favor. I want you to comment below, and I want you to tell me just in 2 to 3 sentences your vision. Share with me the current vision you have for your life and your business. Be sure to like and subscribe.